Yeah. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Coffee Shop Soundstage, sponsored by QXO. My name's Karen Edwards, and we are at the Florida Roofing Expo. This is day one. It's been super exciting, super busy, and now we have found JobNimbus in
We
the
are
house.
always
Wow.
there.
Welcome, welcome. So,
Thank
what
you.
can you introduce yourself and tell
Yeah,
everybody what you do at
yeah.
JobNimbus?
My name's Mitch Woodward. I lead up some part of our sales, specifically with what we would call strategic accounts, right? And so those are typically the ones doing, over 10 million in revenue. So typically the ones that need a little bit more out of the system
Right?
than the average customer, right? So
Yeah.
I get to see all the best practices and what top companies in the country are doing.
Okay, and if there is anybody out there who doesn't know, please tell them what Job Nimbus
Yeah,
is.
JobNimbus is a customer relationship management system and a project management system all in one, right? So basically, from lead to close to billing to follow up, right? Everything's in one system, and we want to automate communication, build out proposals, build out invoices, material orders with QXO, right?
Yeah,
Work orders, scheduling the job, right? So
yeah.
everything.
You're making it easy, right? And I think we're seeing technology companies do that more. Like you have to be integrating with the industry partners,
Yeah.
right? You and contractors want it all in one place.
Yeah, everything should be in one place,
Yeah.
right? In a seamless environment that I just know I'm clicking into whatever that solution is. Maybe it's Job Nimbus, right? And being able to just manage each part of the day-to-day process and pass that on to the next person, right? And they already know what they have to do.
Yeah. Yeah. So what's the learning curve?
It really depends on your company, your culture, where you're at.
Hmm.
A lot of the new companies coming in, it's pretty well set up in terms of running a process, but you're probably going to want to build some automations in there, right?
Right.
You're probably going to want to customize out your templates for estimating, right?
One size does not fit all,
No,
right?
definitely not.
Every company's
Every
different.
company's different. Every company wants to utilize their strategic advantages, right? And so that's the beauty of Job Nimbus is we can build around them, right?
Yeah, that's so important because I think, I don't know how many, 10, even 15 years ago, it was like, this is the software, use it,
Yeah,
right? Yeah, no, you want to do what? No, you can't do that.
yeah,
So being able to customize, because every business is different and everyone has different processes.
yeah,
So what, I mean, Job Nimbus has been around a long time.
yeah. 14 years.
14 years.
Yeah,
So yeah, you got
kind of the
some wear
godfathers
on those
there,
shoes. Yeah,
very
yeah.
much.
Early breakthrough, early adopters,
Hmm.
that jumped on the technology.
Yeah, it's
Um,
crazy because how long has CRM's been around, right?
right,
30 years, but feels like this industry a lot of times gets left behind.
right.
And it's really cool to see all the new technologies coming out, and we love being at the forefront of it.
And there's plenty of CRMs out there, but they're
Yeah,
not tailored for roofing,
roofing,
home improvement.
right?
I think there's special needs, so it's really
Yeah.
important to be
Then
able
I
to.
have a lot of customization I have to do, and maybe they're not talking to each other, right?
Yeah,
Like it's really important to be able to talk to something like QXO to get my live pricing in and
right.
do
And
material
that's kind of
orders.
new that you guys just
Yeah,
integrated
let's see.
within
That's
the last
been
year. Maybe.
QXO though. I think that's been like 3 years with
Okay.
that one, maybe four.
Wow.
But like ABC, that's more recent.
Yeah.
SRS probably 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it just gets better and better.
So no matter, where you buy or who you
Hmm.
buy from, it's all that information's right there in one
Yeah,
spot. Okay, so what technology changes so fast,
yeah,
right?
lots of things.
Yeah, so I want to talk a little bit about what's new
Hmm.
and maybe what's coming. And
Yeah.
you know what the buzzword is
Yeah,
now.
100%. AI,
AI.
right? Yeah, so this has kind of been really fun to be a part of because even 5 years ago, AI wasn't what it is today, right? And
Right,
it's everywhere. I think everybody now at this point has had some sort of conversation with something like ChatGPT.
right.
And it's so powerful what it can do, right? Because it can just quickly calculate things for you, right? It can quickly solve problems. For us, what we realize is we're looking at the market and the needs of our customers, right? And that's always what we like to pay attention to is what's the need? If you guys are going to continue to trust us with your business, what can we deliver to you?
Hmm.
And so one of those things that we really looked at was AI. How can we utilize that? And the first place we kind of looked at is on the side of customer service for roofing and exterior contractors to deliver to their customers. If I'm not able to answer the phone, or I'm not working 24/7,
Right.
maybe I am.
I hope not.
um, but who's there? Who's going to pick up the pieces? And so what we did is we created an AI that you can plug into JobNimbus. It's a part of JobNimbus that can answer the phones for you, right?
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty incredible. You can have just full-on conversations with it. But
Wow.
it gets trained. It starts with looking at all the resources on your website, so it knows enough about your business, and then from there you can train it on how you want it to answer certain questions, right? And it can add that lead into the system.
Like when somebody goes, how much is that going to cost
hmm
me?
Yeah, you can train it to overcome that, right?
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, it's amazing to be a part of.
It is. It's a little scary too, but
It is interesting. It's like
yeah.
what are we going to be doing? Is there just going to be an AI for podcasts in the future? They're just talking to each other.
Right?
That would
Oh
be interesting
my.
to watch.
That would be. Yeah.
I
I
would
don't
pay
know.
to
I
see
think
it.
you still need the human element and
100%.
the
I think
human
that
interaction.
anywhere it's human to sell, it's human to buy. I think anywhere where that's a piece, you're still going to want that. So that's a area that I don't think is ever going to go away, the
Right.
interpersonal communication there. But for something as easy as it's 9 o'clock p.m., my roof is leaking, I want to get this taken care of, I've got a whole long day, I got to be on a flight, right? I'm going to call and see if I can get something scheduled. Well, if you're not there, then they're just going to call the next one down,
Right.
right? And so that's the beauty of being able to call in, have a system that then can take the information, add it into the system, and even schedule that appointment for you.
Yeah. That's pretty
Yeah.
powerful. I love it. I was talking to a contractor a couple weeks ago, and he's been able to scale his company without hiring because he's using things like AI to
Yeah.
answer the phone and schedule
Can
appointments
be your
and
assistant.
yeah, and
Yeah.
really be your assistant. So that's really cool that you've got it incorporated into JobNimbus.
Yeah.
So yeah, it enters the lead for you.
Yeah, and this is just the beginning. We
Yeah,
have a whole team dedicated just to AI and what we want it to do in the future.
really.
Right? Some of those things I can't really talk about. Right? Some of those things they wouldn't even tell me because I am on camera.
They know you talk about it. You're a salesperson,
Exactly.
right?
But that's where just the world in general is going, and so we definitely want to make sure that our customers are taken care of in that instance.
Yeah, awesome. Okay, so I have to ask about your shirt.
Yeah, I don't even think I've looked at this very much.
It's designed specially for this
Specifically for
show.
FRSA. Yeah,
Yeah, and JobNimbus. That's really cool.
yeah. A lot of the events we do, we have like these shirts. In fact, if you're here at this event or you're going to be here tomorrow, you can come get one if you're on Job Nimbus.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what your booth number?
Oh man, you might want to ask Daniel that one. 1221 or something like that.
Okay, the 1200
Yeah, the
row.
big one that says Job Nimbus.
Excellent. Yeah, we still have tomorrow. The show opens, I think it's 10 a.m. and goes till about 3. And we've got a little bit of time left today, about an hour. So if you're at home watching this, you probably wouldn't get here in time with traffic, right?
No, but be here tomorrow. This is a great. It's probably, in my opinion, the best regional event in the
Yeah,
country, and I go to a lot of these.
yeah.
It's just it's amazing what they do here.
Yeah, yeah. And you want to get out here, see what's new, talk to the team at Job
Yeah.
Nimbus, and yeah,
Yeah, and it's cool just to be Florida specific with a lot of these companies out here,
yes.
versus when we were at something like IRE,
Oh, yeah.
right, where it's, oh my gosh,
Yeah, if you're a
never
contractor
ends.
down here, everything here is designed with you in mind.
Yep,
So yeah,
100%.
hey, thanks for being here.
Hey, it's my pleasure.
Yeah,
It's
it
good to
was
see you again.
great to talk. Yeah,
What's the
and
next one?
the next where we're well, you know what? We've been doing little mini sound stages at all of our like regional shows, like where were we? We were just at the Metal Building Contractors and Erectors Association, and we had like a little corner table with, two chairs, and we were doing so. Gosh, follow along on our YouTube channel because you never know where we're gonna
Yeah, you
where we're
guys
gonna
come
be
out to Salt Lake
broadcasting
and
from.
hang out with us.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
we'd love to have you out there.
we could work on that. Sometimes we go visit, and then we broadcast from wherever we are.
That would be beautiful.
Excellent. Well, thank you everybody out there for watching. Like I said, 1200 Row, Job Nimbus, say hi. If you can't make it to the show, go to Roofers Coffee Shop because they have a full directory on there. It has their contact information, links to their website, information about
Yeah,
the platform. Yeah.
yeah. You can reach out if you're interested in looking into JobNimbus, right? You can go to our website and ask for a demo of the system, or if you need help, there's so much support that you get.
Nice. All right. Well, thank you everybody for watching. Stay tuned because we still have a few more of these interviews left for today, and then we're going to pick it right back up tomorrow. So we hope to see you next time. Bye bye.